Good morning. I'd already made a video of this whole Bonnie Blue situation, but um let me make another video. Okay. I'm trying to make some cinnamon, not cinnamon, some potato soup with noodles because I woke up with a headache. I think the sweet chili that I had last night with the chips, it had been there for a few days. So, like most of the times, if I have a headache, it's because something that I've eaten. Yeah. Yeah. Though it's going away, but oh. Hello, go and sit down. You've been how much? Yeah, so this whole Bonnie Blue situation, my opinions, it's annoying when you've recorded something and then it doesn't post. Yeah, like there was a discussion that was had a few weeks ago. I think when she slept with, was it 100 men? And then after it, she was crying. But this one, she seems a bit more resilient. She seems more, I don't know, after the video, she seems more like, you know, like she handled it well. Let's go. Bye-bye. Hey, look, go and watch TV with your brother. Come on. Where's the remote? Sorry, I'm just putting something for both the kids. Dion, you can't always just watch what you want. You know you have a little sister. You have your phone as well. Yeah, you charge it instead of just... No. You shouldn't even be on that phone for too long. Huh? Be thoughtful of your little sister. If you've got the phone, then she has the TV. Don't be having both thingies on. Tablet, it's your responsibility to charge your own things now.
You want some?
Because, it's your own responsibility to keep your stuff charged. If you know it's run out, don't just throw it. Or wait for grandma or me to charge it. This was not meant for the thingy, but sometimes you have to tell them off because... Yeah. Because you can't see your sister just running around up there. Yeah, so with this whole Benny Blue... What's her name? Bonnie Blue. Ish. People, obviously, on paper, yes, she's a hoe. A whore. But... Do you want Blippy? Blippy? Okay, baby. You get Blippy. She loves Blippy. Right. Yeah. It feels dragged out, innit? It's already 4 minutes and I've just been... Yes. So with the whole Bonnie Blue situation, my opinion is that, how old is she? Because her face looks like she's in her 50s, but looks good. Do you get me? She looks like she's an older woman who's just got good genetics. Do you get? If she's young, then yeah, I mean, she still looks good, but she looks battered. She was saying that a couple months ago she'd only had sex with 5 people. But I don't know if she's that broke that she needs money that much. Because she's a fine girl. And I was saying, like, if her pum pum is as tight as her face, then she's got some good pum pum. If her pum pum is as tight as her skin, she might have some good pum pum. Don't get don't get it twisted. Right? How would I know? My dear, not by not by, you know. So some women, it could be out of insecurity. You know, when we try validate ourselves, like, well, I've only slept with so and so guys. This is what I was saying in the last video, like, the woman's mind is quite skewed when it comes to sex, right? I'm not saying go sleep around. I'm not saying go do that. But don't be fooled into thinking, if you can give birth, if you can push out a couple babies from a vagina, right? And babies are not the same size as a dick, as a penis. Do you get? A penis is probably this size. And then a whole baby is bigger than my head. Yet it will still go back in shape. Yet a woman will still enjoy sex. So what would make you think that she's loose? Think about it. Think about it. Because if a woman can push out a whole baby and do kegels and it goes back to normal, it's a muscle at the end of the day. It's a muscle. People are calling her, I saw condoms. If for 12 hours, let's say a man, yeah, is... What do you want?
I thought you were calling me.
I didn't call you. Go back.
Okay.
Not to be rude, but, you know, I can see why you thought I was calling him, because I'm being loud. Yeah. Look. Me, personally, I've never even slept with 1.5% of... I don't even know how much 1.5% is of the number that she put there. What's 1.5%? But me, I have my own reasons why, you know, it's not for me. But if it was in another circumstance, bro, they're all wearing condom. Listen, they're all wearing condom. And you maybe, let's say your house is being repossessed and you need the money quick. Fam, if and you know that your pum pum is good, you know that within 3 minutes I can make these guys nut. It's not much work, I don't think. If you've got tight pum pum, you can make a nigga nut quick, so that he can just leave you and you get your money and go. Do you get 12 hours? I can't be bothered to do the math of the average of how long those men took. But women, like, not even just women, some men are judging and saying, oh, I'm sure downstairs is loose as a horse's words. What if, what if it's not? What if it's not? Because, look, there's a lot I said in that video. We need to stop being so misinformed about a female's anatomy. Why do you see that a lot of girls that tend to be open about how many men they've had and their numbers have been in their hundreds? Most of them, if you look at them, they're fine girls, fine physique. But maybe because they're sexually active like that and they're not stressed. And one thing you have to know about, especially in, I don't know about other white countries, you know, they're sexually active, meaning, you know, to them, this thing is not a taboo. It's just enjoyment. It's just, you know, it's just exercise. They don't put feelings to it. Me, I'm the type of person who puts feelings to sex. That's why them type of things there can, do you get what I mean? Sex and love go hand in hand for me. And I feel like it's not an African thing, because it's not. Do you get me? They're African girl that would take body, take plenty body, and they don't give a heck, fam, because to them, do you get what I mean? But it depends on your sexual maturity as well. I need to let this thing simmer. It depends on your maturity also, and what you've been exposed to. Because first of all, I thought probably maybe she went through something in her childhood, like some trauma that's making her hypersexual, which, yes, it could play a part. It could actually play a part. But then one thing I know about Britain is that the reason why a lot of black women get upset about why white women taking their men is because white pussy is sweet. So I've heard. But you know why? Because they're more sexually liberated. You know, their grandmas will tell them, you know, they're not ashamed to tell them about their fannies. Do you get me? You go to a white school, the boys will be shouting dick and pussy everywhere. It's not something shameful. Do you get me? It's not something shameful. In Africa, they'll rather word it in a proper way, like to make it sound like that's not what they're talking about. Like this guy, when I was 15, he'll be like, I want to use my dictionary for your assignments. Like, I want to use, you get me? I want to use my dictionary for your assignment. And he had to, like, I was just like, what? Like, I got what he said, but I was just like, really? You know? Whereas in Britain, they're more vulgar. But they're well learned about their body parts. Like, they're well learned. For example, For example, like they just know certain things. You know, they're very liberated about using dildos because they, you know, there's a lot of diseases out there. You might as well knock yourself out with a dildo, mate. You might as well earn some money, earn a living so that, and this is how they get their economy going up because they're like, go on Pornhub, go on OnlyFans, knock yourself out, earn some money from these men so that you'll be living nice. So that you'll be living nice. Then the man that's gonna bag you is gonna even be richer than you. But if you just want small boyfriends who just be coming to your house, like, you know, they're very, some, anyway, I'm not saying everybody has that mindset. Do you get what I mean? So, she, you know, I had a friend who, apparently she was doing porn at some point. Apparently she was doing porn at some point. Some of you might know her. You know, first of all, because me, I've grown up in a Christian household, I kind of judged her a bit. But then I was like, look, with the situation she was in, if she's paying the bills, if she's doing her well, why not? You get what I mean? One thing, there's this lady. She used to be a prostitute. I love watching her stuff. What's her name? Madame something. She's American. But the way she teaches, like she teaches the game. She's kind of like a female pimp. The way she teaches the game, and she'll tell you that some prostitutes are even cleaner than what you think, because you get, though they end up in some madness. They end up in some madness from time to time, like she's been beaten up a few times. Do you get me? But for that lifestyle, you get me? For that lifestyle, you get. Me, if I know that I had a whole daughter here, if I know that I have a whole daughter, I would teach her, like, I wouldn't be ashamed of it like that. I would have to teach. I wouldn't be looked down on her. I would teach her, like, just how to do it. I'll teach her how to do it, because at the end of the day, you have a reason why you're doing it. For example, me, my mom, like a lot of people, like, I have big breasts and a big bum. To the point where my mom was like, why don't you just sell your assets? Like, do you? You know, you can go and do something and sell them. Do you get what I mean? And then for ages, since I was 18, I started flaunting my body online. Do you get what I mean? Now, I don't as much, but trust me, before Instagram, some of us would be getting 1,000 likes on our Facebook photos because our tatters would be out. You know? But I didn't use it. I didn't utilize it though, because deep down I felt like it was something bad. But the moment my mom blessed it, she was like, you can go and sell yourself. I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you. At least I've never done it, but it made me more liberated to say, you know what? Do you get what I mean? Because then you're more cautious about what you do. You're more cautious. If anything happens, you know what precautions to take. You know, you're more streetwise, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. But with this Bonnie Blue, like, don't get it twisted to think that just because she slept with 1,000 men that her pussy's gonna be loose. If she knows how to use it well, I mean, 1,000 though is a bit excessive, but you never know. If she knows how to use it well, fam, it's good cash. Pussy is just pussy. Plus, they're wearing condom. They're wearing condom. You make a guy G in 2 minutes. G, huh? Especially if it's tight, and you know how to keep it tight. You get them to G in a plastic, throw it over there next. Fam, you get to try different snakes. To try how they taste. I'm not opening it. Do you get? Yeah, I was saying, like, it takes, like, this is why marriage, I don't know if I can handle marriage, because it actually takes a lot to keep a man. It takes a lot to keep a man. Ah, you get me? The only reason I look down on prostitution is because there's some shit that they do that I'm just like, do you get what I mean? It's not for me. It's not for me. But I just have my different beliefs in it. For me, I just feel like sex is sacred. But this is how, look, I was raised, I lost my virginity at 18. Do you get what I mean? And I didn't even want to lose it. I didn't even want to lose it. I wanted to keep it. Do you get what I mean? I cried the day I lost my virginity, but I lost it to, like, my friend. It wasn't like, it was like something weird that happened. He was even shocked. He was like, "Don, you're a virgin." I was like, "Yeah." And luckily, his thing wasn't too big, so I wasn't injured like that. But you know, they do it with the finger sometimes. But me, I was saving it for like that special moment when you're. But no, thank God it didn't happen like that, because I would have been dumb and got pregnant. Thank God there was no love involved. And yeah, and me and the guy still talk now. Like, we still get on now. Yeah. We only had sex that one time. And fun, like, he's done one of my instrumentals on my YouTube, actually. You get me? And I didn't have sex for a year after that. Like, I was scared. But do you get me? But I've had friends where they've slept with plenty of guys, and I don't judge them until maybe something wrong happens. Then I'm like, do you get me? Like, there was a girl she slept with. She was my friend, right? But everywhere we went, it was a group of us. Everywhere we went, you catch her in one bedroom doing something. One time, I went to a mansion party. So me, because of the way I am, guys, they end up treating me, I wouldn't say much better, but slightly better. But she was getting gifts. Me, I was getting invited to the family home. You know, her boyfriends will buy her gifts, but then later on dump her. Whereas me, I'm the type that my guy was inviting me to the family home. His sister cooked for me, you know, driving all the way up and down just to see me. you know, for years he kept on trying to pursue me, and I'm like, sir, you know, he's like, yeah, babes, my sister even cooked for you, you know. But she wasn't getting bad treatment, but she did fuck around a bit. So one time, me, I'm not into drugs like that. So one time she took MDMA. The guys that were, they'd come for me. Do you get me? They'd come to a party. I'd invited them, but you know, they were about that high life, like taking drugs. So she took some MDMA, and then one thing led to another. She ended up having sex behind a tree with all these 5 guys, and I was just like, but me, they were trying it, and I was like, no, I've got church tomorrow. I need to go to church. And I wasn't even going attending church like that, but I've just always had certain morals. I was like, me, I need to go to church tomorrow. Yeah, the guy that started inviting me to the family home was one of the guys. So, mm, mm, yeah, yeah. So I was like, no, yes, we've partied, but me, I've got church, and I don't do them things like that. But she liked one of the guys, so I'm like, so why are you now entertaining all the guys just because you heard they've got MDMA? Then, so me, I was just being myself, being stush. She went in the bushes to do whatever. Christmas time now. Let me dish for the kids. Christmas time now, we're all gisting as girls, talking about, and I'm telling them like, oh yeah, this is what happened. He took me out. Well, he didn't take me out, but you know, we went to his house, this and that. He's on my case. You know, when he bought his new Mercedes, he was busy calling me. He even crashed his Mercedes, and he was busy sending me pictures in hospital. Laughing. I was like, this boy, you will kill yourself. You know, I was like, bro. It was funny. And she's like, so me, I was just telling them like, look, this is how the guy's treating me. You know, we're getting on. I kind of see him as a boyfriend. And she's like, Dawn, why didn't you say no when they wanted to sleep with me? And I'm like, girl, I don't know your morals like that. Do you get me? I don't know you like that. Every time we go somewhere, you're always cheating somebody. Do you get me? You're always doing something. Do you get? We've all lost our virginities. So maybe that's what you are, what you want, because in this young age, you know, in the young age, people want to live their best life. And sex is sweet. So maybe that's how she wants to live her best life. Let me dish for the kids. Do you get me? Everywhere we go, we see you giving brain to somebody. You're going to university. Do you get what I mean? Me. Do you get me? You're sexually liberated. She was crying. She's like, why didn't you tell them to say no? I was just like, what am I supposed to say? You're not me, I'm not you. You have the brain to say, I'm not feeling it. I'm not your protector, and like that. You're above the age of 18. You can make your own choices. Me, I made my own choices. You heard me. You heard me. You guys? I'm not saying I'm perfect, because, girl, do you get what I mean? I'm not saying I'm perfect. But it's like, if you know that your friend might be doing something that you want to do, you can follow them and say, Rated, maybe she's right. I don't need to offer my body to this guy because it's just not worth it. But if you want to, do so. Do you get me? Like with my best friend, this is why, as much as me and Anna may not get on here, but there's a certain maturity that she has that, trust me, if a guy wants to link her, she'll say, okay, get me transport. This girl, yeah, get me transport. If the guy is fine and we know that he's fine, she'll be like, all right, I'm bringing my bestie, bring your friend. She does them things like a man. You know how boys will bring a friend, I'll bring a friend. Do you get me? And they'll have one nice apartment like that. They'll have one nice place like that. And then she'll wear her lingerie underneath. Then if they're having sex, you hear it all. There's no shame. She knows she's getting cheated. If he's got a girl, it is what it is. She already knows. Do you get what I mean? There's no shame. Like, sex is not something shameful. You just have to be a responsible adult. You just have to be a responsible adult. Do you get? Let me give them. Do you want noodles? They've got potato. They taste so good. These are mine. You can't really see them, but they taste so nice. There's not enough soup because I didn't boil enough water, but okay, it's 31 minutes. Yeah, like, if you want to charge for your pussy, why not? If you know that my pussy's good, like, even if it's trash, girl, if you want to charge, because it comes with a lot. Like, I'm not against people prostituting, but it's just certain things that I'm just against. Because at the end of the day, in this day and age where there's things like syphilis, whatever, bro, if somebody wants to enter you, you might as well charge so that you can afford the transport to go and take yourself to the sexual health clinic. You can afford a quick abortion before God, I hope I won't get banned for what I'm saying. You know, you can sort yourself out. Do you get me? And women need to stop putting virginity on a pedestal. In the perfect world, yes, I would love if my daughter keeps her virginity till marriage, but she has to have the right brain for it. Because some of you, yes, you'll keep your virginity till marriage, yet you'll be the stupidest woman. I've heard women advertise that I'm a virgin. Yet you look at the person and you're like, what? Do you get? It's not about money alone. It's also about your values, your morals. It depends what you believe in. Do you get? It tastes so good with the potato. Because if you want a husband, do you know what type of positions you have to do? Do you have the right dressing? That you know? Do you have the right character to keep a man? Me, I've learned a lot. I've had to, learn a lot, but do you get what I mean? But keeping a man is not my priority. Like, it's not my priority. My happiness and my kids, I'll top priority before learning to keep a man. They say a man that wants to be kept, even one that doesn't want to be kept, if you know how to use your charm, you keep him by force. Huh? The devil is busy gallivanting, yet he's being kept because we are spiritually, we are holding him somewhere. Otherwise, you would have been a polygamist. Can you imagine the devil as a polygamist? If you know, you know. If you don't, happy days. My dear! I'm on low battery as well. I can't wait to make this one tonight. And we've got loads of milk for it. Yeah, so this Bonnie Blue, if she's smart, because she looks, the thing is, in her face, she looks mature, like she knows how to handle business, innit? That's probably why she can handle 1,000 men. You know. But that's why they say money is the root of all evil. But if you're wise enough, it'll work out for you. Money amplifies your character. You know, there's a lot of porn stars who reform after they've done their sexual what? They reform. Because people act like the vagina gets so damaged. They now put vile images in your head. If my dear, they've got surgeries where they can now injections where they can make it like a virgin. Yeah. The shame is because of what society deems correct. Do you get me? But men are out here. Listen, men are out here having sex with hundreds of women. How many times do I ask men the body count? I mean, I don't really, but I used to. If you ask a man their body count, they'll tell you 100 and so, 200 and so. It's normal to them. It's normal to them. During COVID, when some of us didn't even get touched, they were busy outside knocking. Yeah. They were busy getting strippers to their houses. What are you saying? Do you get? I'm sorry you have to see me eating like this. This has actually cured my headache. The soup has calmed my belly. So yeah, my headache is gone. Do you get what I mean? It's beautiful to know that you have a husband, you're raising your children, nobody's touched you. But when your husband is away now, he's busy entertaining the girls in the local club. You get? I was in a nightclub once. This man was trying to take me somewhere. I was like, I really like you. I really like you. I just want to eat you. My best vacation was when I went, was it Malta? He went to Malta. He was like, I want to take you to Dubai. Don't worry. I'll pay for your kids. I'll pay for a babysitter for a week for your kids. I want to take you to Dubai. But you need to tell me what type of sex you like. So then he was like, let me tell you what I did once in Malta. I went with my wife to Malta. And then I met this fine girl. Me, I've been to Malta before. I met this fine girl in the restaurant or somewhere at the bar. And we had sex in a room all day. My wife didn't even notice. My wife didn't even notice.
Baba,
What?
that's enough.
Have you finished the noodles?
No, Hello can have a bit. I left some for her.
Okay. Yeah, and it was like, I met her and we went and had sex all day. The next day she was calling me to say, come back. But the wife will be there looking after the kids while he's out catching a break. And maybe she doesn't care because she's like, you know what, I've had kids for this man. He's looking after me, is what it is. You get what I mean? It's lovely for men to now say we don't want women that have been used and abused, have slept with. Men are funny creatures because they'll tell you that. I'm thinking to put a bit of caviar on it, but this caviar tastes salty. It tastes hella salty. Do you get what I mean? In this life, yeah, if you continue watching what a man does, it's like an early grave sometimes. Because if you continue to watch what these men do, especially when you're married to them, or that's why I said, Gigi, don't feel shame just because you were sleeping with a married man. Do you get what I mean? Like, but I'm not one to judge. Well, I am one to judge because my surname, my father's name literally means judge. I'm telling you some deep secrets. It literally means judge. Yeah. But all I can say is you could have been wiser. If you really wanted this baby, there's ways to go about it. You were bold enough to continue sleeping with the man while he was, while he was getting married. You were continuing listening to his lies. Because they say men lie. Even the Bible says men lie. Even the Bible, no. Oh, he continued the patterns that he prophesied. So he took advantage. He didn't manipulate. He took advantage. Yeah. But you got some money out of it. Do you get what I mean? Don't feel shame just because you slept with him. At the end of the day, you were in a relationship with him, so it's not like you even slept with a married man like knowingly. You were in a relationship with him and then he lied to you. Just take it as he lied to you. Because what if Panganai said him and Maggie were in love? I said they were in love. This is why from the get-go, when this man has been trying to talk, I've never taken anything he says seriously. Even when he will go on that stage, you get me? I'll die for you. My dear. Die. I don't take his madness seriously because do you get what I mean? It's just flirty. Anyway, I've already said I don't even want to talk about you anymore. We've blocked each other. I've blocked him. He's blocked me. I don't even know why I got blocked because I was actually being nice to you. After all the under comments that you've said, you think I don't catch them. But me, I blocked you because fam, there's enough married men here to mess with if I really wanted a married man. Huh? With their shit sorted. Late 40s. Who their wives are okay to divorce. And say, okay, let me marry you then. You two are just a young couple. Are you eating?
Hello. What do you want?
She wants to talk to her mommy. I can't really taste the caviar like that. I mean, it's slightly...
We didn't get the pineapple. What's the pineapple with that?
Did you finish the noodles?
Oh. Let me check our bowl. There's a bit in there.
No. This one's mine, Halo. I gave you so much drink.
There's a bit in there.
Wow. Halo, bye-bye.
Let me just throw it in the bin instead.
Don't. I want to eat it. Put it on the kitchen counter. Halo, bye-bye. No. I gave you 3 cups of drink. Bye-bye. If you're gonna sit there, have some decency, please. Now behave yourself. Did you get me? I can see why some people stay celibate.
No.
Because there's more to life than sex.
No.
What do you mean no? Are you excited for when you're legal? She just went. This girl, you're naughty. This girl, when she was about 8 months, she had a boyfriend, and they'll be flirting at the bus stop. He's like, she's not my girlfriend, she's my baby.
Yes, he's not babe. She's not.
Oh, Ryan.
He loves her.
They love each other.
Yes.
I've had to tell him no to carrying him for now because he's carrying her.
Yeah, that's good.
Did you miss Ryan?
No.
No. You're not in your emotions. That's good.
Yeah. We actually hate him.
I don't hate him.
Whoa.
That's my baby. He's mixed race. So when I dyed Dion's hair blonde, he dyed his own blonde. So he's my baby. He's always singing, treat me like white tea. Don't get me dirty. La 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 la.
No. We wish to other people. He's going to wish other girls.
Treat me like white tea.
He wants to
Don't get
wish
me
other
dirty.
girls to get
La la la. But he's a pain to look after. If you child mind him, he's a nightmare. The boy destroyed my flat.
Who? Ryan.
Ryan.
Did he actually do that?
there.
Yeah, I think.
Do you want the rest?
So I don't think I should put it some.
Put it in the kitchen, please, before this girl does. I'm at it. Thank you, baby. Oh, that was so nice. Yeah, that's my viewpoint. Like, what else can I say?
Yeah.
Lovey should go and try Naka since he's been knocking the whole church. There's one to save. There's one lost sheep to save. Huh?
Yes. And we're talking about.
We don't see them type of blondes in your church. Yeah, go get her. There was one porn star you slept with. There's room for one more. Yeah.